Alright guys, here we go. Looking for another sign. We already had the April 8th eclipse. Okay, so the next one I'm looking for is the cicadas, which is a type and shadow of the 8th plague locusts that Moses put on Pharaoh to let his people go. And so they say it's going to be soon. I think it's sometime, anytime now, before May 14th, 2024. Why? Because May 14th this year, I think is the Rapture date. And so, if you go to Exodus 10, the 8th plague was locusts. Okay, but then the 9th plague, darkness. 3 days of darkness. You hear some people talk about this 3 days of darkness, and they're trying to figure out when it happens. But if you go here, April 8th, the eclipse, and you count down to May 14th, 2024. Why is that date so important? That's Israel's birthday. They'll be 76 years old. And so, but that's only 37 days from now till their birthday. It's 37 days. But Jonah gave them a 40-day warning. So, I believe the 3 days of darkness is after we leave. It's crazy. Okay, so the cicadas, like this one CBS says, map show where trillions of cicadas will emerge in the U.S. Man, trillions of these things. They'll be all over the place. But what's crazy about this one is it's going to be two brood, two types, I guess, cicadas. It's a 13-year cycle and a 17-year cycle. The 13 cycle is a brood X19, and then the other brood is 13. Man, those numbers are crazy. Okay, so look, I got a video. You can see it here. Let me turn this down.
This is the loudest insect in the world. Cicadas are the loudest insects in the world, especially the African cicada, with a recorded sound of 107 decibels when measured at a distance of 20 inches or 50 centimeters away. That's almost as loud as a chainsaw at 110 decibels, which is loud enough to cause permanent hearing loss from close range. Only male cicadas can produce the loud call by using a special structure called timbal, a pair of which lies below each side of the abdominal region, with rib-like cartilage that can be contracted and relaxed repeatedly. Most cicadas go through a life cycle that lasts 2 to 5 years, but some species have much longer cycle, such as the North American cicadas, which spend up to 17 years underground as nymphs, essentially hibernating, waiting for the perfect temperature before rising to the surface. This is the
Okay, so you hear that? That's the 13-year and the 17-year cycle. Man, but it's crazy. See that it's something called the timbals. That's the thing that it's hollow inside and it vibrates, makes that sound, real loud sound. Well, look at this. There's also something called timbals and drum set. It's like almost like a warning, like something's happening, something's about to come, it's a warning. That's crazy. They're like the cicadas are like a alarm, something's coming, and so that's what I'm waiting for. Look at this article. Why is 2024 cicada season so special? Okay, it tells you right here. There are 7 species of periodical cicadas, 4 of which emerge every 13 years and 3 every 17 years. Once every 221 years. That's crazy. Periodical cicadas all emerge simultaneously. The last occurred in 1803, meaning 2024 cicadas in some areas will include annual species in double brood that consist of all periodical species. That's crazy. But look, another thing, I can't find it right now, but the cicadas come out when the ground temperature hits 64. 64? How does it know? 64 is also a numeric value of Israel, which is crazy. But look, the double brood won't happen again for another 221 years in 2245. But look, that number's crazy. 221? Look at this. If you go to when Israel got attacked, October 7th, 2023, till Israel's birthday this year, It's 221 days. What? It's like God's doing all this. This is crazy. Okay, so if you go in Psalms 122, look, it's reverse. 221. It's 122, but it's reverse. When Jesus was on the cross, he said, oh, wait. Let me go back. I'm ahead of myself. Hold on. Psalms 122, it says, I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. You read this and you're like, oh, okay, great. If you read it, you think they're talking about the temple in Israel. Maybe. But when I look at it, it's actually talking about the rapture when the church is up in heaven. Like this is this is pertaining to the rapture, but it also could be double meaning for the temple that they're going to build here on earth, the third temple. So that's crazy. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Strong Concordance 221 is fiery. Figure that one out. Let's see, what is this? I don't need that. Okay, so if you go 17, see, where did I get that? I got 32. Oh, okay, yeah. So 19, Broad 19, and Broad 13. Yeah, get you 32. And it's also a messenger, an angel. 32 Strong Concordance Greek. That numbers from the Broads. The Broad 19, Broad 13. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Hebrew 221 Yatsuri again. Oh, look, I found this too. Psalms 22, chapter 22, verse 1. 221. The same number right there. Okay, so my God, why have you forsaken me? Now that is Jesus. Jesus said that when he was on the cross. But this is Psalms. David wrote this. David was way before Jesus. But look, if you read that whole chapter, it talks about Jesus. Look, it's I'm a worm, not a man. Scorned by men, despised by the people. The worm, you're like, worm? What's he talking about? If you go read, you follow that there's a scarlet worm that it's a red dye, and the babies off that worm feed off the mother, and basically the mother dies and the babies eat it, and the babies are covered in red, and it dyes the tree. It's another story in itself. And also, when he says worm, that's another clue to me. I believe he's also a type and shadow of a wormhole, which we have to go through to come back to heaven. Oh, it's another story. Okay, and then he goes, you can just read the whole thing. It talks about it's describing him and him on the cross. Where's a good one? Da, da, da. This talks about. Look, they divide my garments among them and cast lots before my clothing. They did that when he was on the cross. They took his clothes. I can count all my bones. They never broke his bones. Band of evil men encircle me. They pierced my hands and my feet. Who do you know that's that? That's Jesus. The dogs surround me. My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. Lay me in the dust of death. That's all. That's Jesus on the cross. All right, let's say. What's I got here? Okay, Acts 2:21. There's that number again. And everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Let's see. What's another one? Is that it? Galatians 2:21. I do not set aside the grace of God. Righteousness could be gained through the law, and Christ died for nothing. Okay, 2:21. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that from Israel being attacked last year, October 7th, till Israel's birthday is 221 days, and these guys are over here saying that once every 221 years this happens, that two broads come out at the same time, two different cycles. And there's more I found, but you get the idea. What I'm looking for is the cicadas. So when you see them, that's another warning that the rapture is very close, which is May 14th. So sometime between now and May 14th, these cicadas are going to pop out. And when you see it, I'm going to jump up and down. I'm going to go, yeah, here we go. Another confirmation that the rapture is around the corner. All right, thanks. That's it. Bye.